This morning, Trump is reacting to news reports that say CIA officials believe Russia was actively trying to put him in the White House, and that even the RNC was hacked by Russian actors, but those emails were not released, while DNC emails were. Trump is telling Fox's Chris Wallace that he doesn't believe the nation's top intelligence officials.
According to the Washington Post, the CIA has concluded that Russia intervened in the election to help you win the presidency. Your reaction?
I think it's ridiculous. I think it's just another excuse. I don't believe it.
Now, let's take a moment to go over what we actually do know and what we don't know. The stories in the Washington Post, the New York Times, here at CNN and elsewhere are dependent on anonymous sources. Sometimes those anonymous sources have been wrong in the past. And Trump has actually invoked the CIA and other intelligence agencies' work before the Iraq War in 2003 to cast doubt on all intelligence.
First female president impeached, lawmakers ousting her over a corruption scandal, hundreds of protesters cheering in the country's capital as lawmakers made that decision. The prime minister of South Korea will assume leadership until the government decides whether or not the president must permanently step down.
Well, we're talking about, obviously, a blast targeting a Christian church, a key Christian church, Mark's Cathedral's small offshoot church called St. Peter and Paul's, hitting it, of course, during what must have been a key time on Sunday morning, worship there. As you said, 25 dead, 31 injured. We don't have a claim of responsibility yet at this stage. Multiple different reports speculating what kind of explosive might be used. But social video, which purports to be from inside that church itself, showing substantial devastation there to both the seats. It's quite clear the device detonated inside the area, so obviously there'll be debate now as exactly what security lapses allowed that to occur. Can't really overstate the significance symbolically of this particular church to the Christian Copts.
Turkey under attack. Reports of explosions and gunfire outside a football stadium in Istanbul. Officials say riot police were the target. CCTV's Mahal Bargadavid is on the phone with more details. Mahal, what can you tell us there?
Well, there was a recent statement made by Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan, Francis. He said that there were casualties and a lot more people who were injured in this attack. So this is the first confirmation from an official that there are casualties. We do not know how many so far right now. There have been reports on media saying that there are about 13 people killed, but this is only speculation at this point. This has not been confirmed, but we do believe that there are going to be over 10 people killed in this attack, as we already have confirmation that there have been people killed in this attack by the Turkish president and with his confirmation. Now, this attack took place right after a football game. It was 1 hour after this football game had ended. It was 2 explosions outside the stadium, one near Park Omar, right outside the stadium. They believe that the one near the park was a suicide attack and the other one was a car bombing.
Good morning. Welcome back to Fox and Friends. It's now 23 minutes after the hour. We start with a Fox News alert. Breaking overnight, 2 police officers shot in the line of duty in central Georgia. Those officers serving a search warrant during a drug raid at the home in the city of Byron when a man opened fire inside that home. Well, police just confirming that one officer is now out of the hospital. The other is recovering from surgery but will be okay. Just last month, 2 deputies were shot and killed in that very same city. And last week, 2 officers were killed just an hour away in America's Georgia.
A powerful earthquake has rocked Indonesia's northern Aceh province, causing dozens of buildings to collapse, but experts say there's no risk of a tsunami. The 6.4 magnitude quake struck near Sumatra Island. At least 24 people have been killed, according to the local authorities, and dozens injured. Many more are feared trapped beneath rubble. The quake shook the nearby provincial capital of Banda Aceh, prompting people to flee their homes and workplaces across the region. There have been at least 5 strong aftershocks following the initial quake.
Following a major winter storm, packing snow and freezing rain now pushing into the northeast. Now the storm already slammed the northern plains and the Great Lakes, downing power lines and causing huge pileups. Thousands of flights now canceled.
The Fox News alert, an 8.0 earthquake hit off the Solomon Islands. That's near Papua New Guinea, right near Australia. And we're told now that there's warnings. Widespread hazardous tsunami waves are possible. This just breaking on our wires. More on this developing story as we get it.